Why does it seem that life is just like terrible for everybody? Uh, I'm 23. I'm a university student, psychology student, so it's pretty relevant to me. But I don't know, like it just seems like wherever you go now, especially on the internet, but even in real life, because the internet is real life. Like people try and say the internet's not real life, it really is. It might not be the exact same. I think the internet's very extreme. Um, but the internet's most definitely real life. It affects the way people think, what people want to do, what people want in general. But yeah, anyway. But yeah, wherever you look on the internet, all you see is people basically saying life is terrible. Whether it's the cost of living, the cost of anything, how much money you can make, how expensive things are, and even like emotion, like relationships, all that. It just seems like everything. Not only that everything is bad, it seems like everything is as bad as it's ever been. And to me, a lot of it's just like objectively true. I'm Canadian. Housing, we're cooked. I'm not gonna lie to you, we're completely cooked. But the things like relationships, things like how depressed people are, how many people are mentally ill, it's a bit, um, it's just a bit tragic that everybody seems to be in these very harsh spots. And obviously, it's not everybody. It can't be everybody. But it's a growing thing where it's more and more people. And again, with the internet, the more people that are heavily involved in the internet, TikTok, YouTube. YouTube is actually what is making me record this because I just keep getting recommended these videos. Like I just got recommended this video by this guy named Preston, I think. The video is just called "I'm 26 and life sucks." Like a couple weeks before, I'm just getting recommended these videos by Japanese salary men and their life sucking. There's like a genre of that now I'm seeing. It's literally just the videos are just no voiceover, basically recording the ground with like text overlays of just of just Japanese people just telling Westerners how much their lives suck in English. And I'm just like, it feels like it's really getting bad. And to me, like a lot of it's truthful, but I feel like a lot of it compounds on each other. You watch one video about how his life sucks, you watch another about his life sucks, and then it just like you start thinking about your life. You're like, damn, this sucks. I'm never gonna make money. I'm never gonna be happy. Girls like this, guys like that, and so on. And it just like it really gets to you. And at times it really gets to me because the thing about it is like it can be comforting to feel like other people are going through what you feel like. But at the same time, when you start to accept those things, it really kind of can erode your mindset and make it hard to look for the good things in life. And this is coming from a guy, well, I won't get too into it. I'm not a very happy guy, to be honest. I think I know I've gone through a decent amount of things, but just naturally, I've never been an overly happy guy. Right now, I'm in South Korea right now. I'm in Busan on exchange. I've had a pretty good time. Not a perfect time, but a pretty good time. It's been ups and downs. But yeah, so coming from me, um, I've been a guy, I've had a lot of different perspectives. I know a lot of people from different backgrounds with different perspectives, and it just seems like a thing everywhere. It's the thing here in Korea, with my Korean friends, a lot of them, they're just always stressed. Their lives suck. Whether they're Korean, I know a girl that's Italian but lives in Korea. Same thing. Spanish people, Americans, Canadians, whatever. It's just everybody, and it's just it's sad. Like it's hard. Like it's hard to find what you should be living for. When it's your job's not gonna pay you, your rent's gonna be too high, there's no point in having kids because everything's gonna be too expensive. It's like, what are people living for? What should they be living for? And then you look at the few people that seem to be happy, and it's, mostly social media people, TikTokers, streamers. It's fucking Cinepie and Kai Cenat, or it's celebrities, or like, yeah, but like celebrities, I can focus on that. And it just seems so rare to find a regular person that's satisfied with life. I feel like nowadays the only people my age that are having a good time around me are like very high class people, university students. Like, I don't want to call everybody rich, but I'm on exchange right now. A lot of people on exchange are pretty rich, and there's like a couple girls. They've just been traveling a lot. They've been eating. They do whatever the fuck they want. And these are like some of the only people I've seen, like, wow, that seem to be like actively enjoying in life. And for me, that sucks. But yeah, I just wanted to talk into my camera. Maybe upload this on YouTube. We'll see. But yeah, I think it's interesting. I think it's a bit sad. I don't really know where I'm going with this, but let me stop this right now. But I think the point of this was like to think, is there a solution? Is it more of a mindset thing? Is it a societal thing? Is it a real thing? I think it's a combination of all of it. But it's almost like it feels impossible to fix for people because it's so much on people that don't really care about us. Like the politicians, like, we're literally dealing with that whole Trump Epstein thing, but it's not even just that. It's politics everywhere. Don't even get me started on politics right now. But it's just, how are people? It almost seems like, how are we as humans gonna make it through this generation? And I don't know. I don't have an answer to this, but I don't know. Like, obviously, I wasn't part of other generations. I know other generations, they dealt with maybe not the same thing, but similar things. But I think it was a bit different, like maybe the people that were young adults, like World War II, you were worried about nuclear holocaust, and like same with during the Cold War. But I don't feel like they were worried about like buying bread as much. Like, obviously, there was times where there was poverty, where there was famine, all of this, but to me, it just, from what I know, it wasn't a very worldwide thing. It's like specific areas would go through things, that population would suffer, they would get through it. But to me, right now, it just feels like such a global phenomenon of despair. And I think that's the alarming part for me. It's like, who's benefiting, whose economies are going up, whose people are becoming happier, and I just don't see it. I don't know, this might be because of social media and the internet and how it's pushed, but I think, again, because I think the internet is a reflection of real life and it is real, I think it's partly true that just so many people are having such a hard time on a global scale, and I think that part is just very alarming, and I don't know what to do about it. But those are my thoughts from a guy nobody cares about and nobody knows. So, thank you.